Hi everybody, Russ and my Hammers 11. Hope you're all safe and well. If you're new channel, please consider subscribing, hitting the bell icon so made every time I put new content on. As always, let's thank our lovely channel sponsors. Try to catch them, grab them, no, catch them if you can, like Pokemon. Untuck it, check them out in the description below. Firstly, I must issue an apology. An apology to anyone where it's absolutely pissing it down. It's all my fault. It's all my fault, right? It's been raining. We've had unbroken sunshine for ages. Absolute ages. And then last night, I thought in my wisdom, do you know what? I'm going to put the pool up. I'm going to do the pool. Be a nice surprise for Flo. You know, the igloo's gone, so I thought I'd put the pool up. It took me 5 hours to fill it up and to put it all up and put all the, I've got my sand filter and my pool heater, and it's absolutely pissing it down. Look, absolutely pissing it down. There it is, and it's absolutely pissing it down. So it's all my fault for the rain. So I do apologise for anyone who's got rain. Some places haven't, I know, but particularly my neck of the woods, as I can see, because Andy's in here. So I do apologise. Happy Friday, folks. Indeed, it's rather wet Friday in Hornchurch, but hopefully it's not the weekend. We'll get some use out of the pool. We should do. It's there until the end of the summer now, so. Yes, we'll see. We'll see how it is. Happy Friday to Pete on Piles. How are the Piles? How are the Piles? Gary, good afternoon, sir. Hope you are well. We've got Jake. Jake's last day. He goes back to school on Monday. Half term all over. Andy, our dog. What is up with this rain? Indeed, it is pelting it down, isn't it? I know it's sunny in Somerset, and so does Mama Cox. I know it's sunny in Bristol as well, because we had a meeting with my team in Bristol, and it's very sunny, but it's not here. Never seen behind. Oh, it's the fourth wall, Jude. Fourth wall, break for it. Happy Friday to you, Carl. I hope you're well. I think I'm to blame. Couldn't find my glasses, or found them, pissing down. Wait, it's the pool. Todd's law. Yeah, it always happens. And the piles are gone. Woohoo! Yes, get in there. Get in there, my friend. So what we got coming up today, yesterday, and this weekend? So let's have a quick look. See, so obviously last night we did outside bubble episode with Alex Emery. He was a really top bloke, lovely chap. So make sure you use that. And also we've got another lovely chap, particularly he's in the chat as well. Jude Ashton, big Villa fan. Aston Villa by name. Aston Villa. His name is basically he was born to support Aston Villa. And we cobbled together an 11. Quite good, I think. We had to change formation a little bit to make it all work, but that's it. Tomorrow, another episode of the Noble Era. There's not many left. Not many left. Episode S. I believe this is our longest episode in terms of players. Some great players, some not so great players, and some in-between players. So, a cross-section. You've got your Thomas Součeks, and then you've got my brain's gone to complete mush now. I can't remember. And then on Sunday, new series alert. New series, I need some sort of new series, like that type of thing. Sorry if you listen to earphones. New series on Sunday. Hammers in hot water. Hammers in hot water. So this new series is basically, the idea is we always do fun, like, things like, Frank McAvenny appreciation nights, yada, yada, that type of thing. How great the players were. But we don't do anything about how shit some of the players were. And that's why we've got Hammers in hot water. So the idea is every episode we take a player who probably didn't go down in notoriety for his time at West Ham, and we sort of, talk about his time at West Ham and also what he did since. And so we're starting with our record signing at the time, Savio. So that'll be on Sunday. And with saying that, I wanted to ask you guys, who, in your opinion, and we've asked this question before, but just to get some opinion, and also so I can get some names to do other episodes with or anything. Worst, why is that doing a ticker? I don't want to be a ticker. Let me switch it off. Worst ever West Ham transfers. Indeed. Hammers unappreciation night. Indeed. But it's fun. 15 minutes, charts the history of Savio in terms of him joining West Ham, bit about how the transfer happened potentially, and where he went to afterwards. I think where he went to afterwards was probably just as interesting. What happened after Savio left West Ham than we did. You know, we're going to get We're going to do a Boogers one because he doesn't. He refuses to. Or they randomly followed me on Instagram yesterday. But no, he's not. He's still not. He still hasn't said yes to the interview. But anyway, so I'm just gonna do one about him basically. And Roberto was a one-man wrecking machine. There has been a few, Gary. You're right. There has been a few, but if you could pin them, so I'm thinking. Basically the list so far. I've got three in the. I've obviously the Savio one's been recorded. I'm writing the Marco Boogers one. I'm writing a proper script. It's not just like me waffling. It's a script with images as well. It's a proper thing. It's not with me sitting here talking about it, although I am sitting here talking about it. But it's it's a proper a Tifo sport type thing. We're going up in the world. Marco Boogers I was going to do. I was going to do Darney as well. I thought that was quite an interesting one about the history about the Darney signing. That Redknapp, it was very similar at the same time as bloody Boogers, really. Simeone. Zaza was annoying because there was so much hype, and he actually had a good track record. Marco Boogers had a great track record, and you'll find that out. You'll find all that out in the next episode. It'll be next week sometime. Ready? Mido, Fatboy Ben, and Tal Ben Hayim. Maybe Meady might be a good one. Tal Ben Hayim. I think Meady might be quite an interesting one. Relegation Roger, indeed. Great chat, S.A. Jude. Thank you very much. It was a great chat. Loving the lighting. What lighting? It's always the same lighting, Jazza. What's new? Maybe because it's a bit darker outside, maybe, and so it looks better. Quite possibly. Andy Carroll's a disaster in terms of but Andy Carroll, although it might be interesting to chart back. Oh god, I've just dropped my pen. Can't be bothered to pick it up. Jeff Stelling on Sky Sports documentary Soccer Saturday said Marco was one of the worst players ever. Yes. And it's great because obviously I've gone back and read a lot of articles about it and interviews and things like that about him. And obviously he's cropped up in our some of our West Ham My Hammers 11s, Martin Allen, for example. And yeah, so it's quite interesting. But he did come with a pedigree. He was the third best player in the Dutch league the season before, and we had. And they were playing, and the team, Sparta Rotterdam, were 14th in a similar place to West Ham, and we signed them, to be honest, in their league. And they had who was playing for them at the time? They had Ronaldo at PSV. They had Yari Littman. They had Patrick Kluivert, the De Boers. They had who else? They have Van der Sar. They had lots of these players. And he was the third best player in that season. And he scored quite a few in him. But you have to wait. We'll do that next week. That'll come out next week. But hopefully, honestly, watch it on Sunday. Let me know what you think. If you like those type of things, we can do a lot more of those. It's a bit more. It's a bit different. It's not me just. It's like a proper episode. It's like he's trying to do some stuff properly. But anyway, Joey Beecham, great shout, Joey Beecham. I'm gonna have to get my pen. I'm gonna have to bend down on her. Where is it? Oh, it's out of reach. I can't be bothered. Joey Beecham, great show. I'm going to just type them down instead of my phone. Or I could just go back and look at just look at it later on. That makes more sense. Jordan, not the Hugo. TT Kamara. TT Kamara, Big Boy Song, wasn't there? There was a pair. The Zarate. No, I wouldn't say he was bad. I wouldn't say he's bad at all. Zarate. Wait a tick. Mrs. Budden's on the phone. Hello. Hello. Do you want a chicken kebab wrap? Oh, yes, please. Thank you.
Yeah, that sounds nice. That sounds pretty you, doesn't it?
Bit of me. Cheers, babe.
Yeah, all right. I'll get you a chicken kebab wrap.
Thank you, babe. See ya. Bye.
Hold on. No, it's working, darling. It's working.
See you in a minute. Worth it. What we got here? Ray Arteveld, interesting. Mark, do you know? I don't know about Ray. I'm gonna have to. That's why I'm gonna have a look at that. That'd be interesting. I'll have a look at that. Ray Arteveld. I'll have a look at that. Let's get that on the old list. I like that one. Raymond Arteveld. Interesting. He was a loan signing. in 1992. Well, he works. He's the head coach of Maccabi Netanya currently. There we go. Emmanuel, which one? Oh, Emmanuel Pogatetz. Okay. Haspatinovic. He's still, isn't he, like still being courted by like the best teams in Europe at the moment? Oh, Saeed, isn't he? What's topic today? Topic today is worst transfers ever. Worst transfers ever for West Ham. It's talking about, Jazza, we got a new series, pardon me, starting on Sunday called Hammers in Hot Water. I quite like that. I think it's quite catchy. And so the idea is we take a sort of sideways glance at some of the players who weren't the best at West Ham. Weren't the best. We always talk about the great players at West Ham. But what about the not so great players? So that's the whole idea of that, man. So that'll be out on Sunday. So check that out. I really appreciate everyone's comments, but if they watch it, just let me know what they think. Right, so we've got Pocketets, Roberto Mascherano. I am well looked after. Not always. It's only because she's out, and I've taken in one of her packages for Oliver bonus. And she phoned me and said, "Oh, it's outside. It must be wet." I said, "No, I brought it in." "Oh, thank you." And then I found out she's going to the calf with Flo. Originally asked for a club sandwich, so a chicken tikka, no, a chicken kebab wrap from Cafe 108, which apparently is very good. Nice, the nice ice creams and nice milkshakes. Random question: are you into F1? Kinda, Jude. But I tell you who is into F1. Pete on pole. He's got. You should hook up with Pete on pole. Pete, he's the Arsenal match day DJ. Pete, meet Jude. Jude's a Villa fan. He's looking to break into sports journalism. There we go. Done. Nocerino. No, I like Nocerino. Haven't Jordan Lone had a shock against Sunderland in Cup replay. Brilliant. I'll have a look at that. Very good. Borriello, Diego Poyet, Dale Gordon. I know Gail Gordon, but Dale Gordon. He scored our first ever goal at West Ham in the Premier League, albeit our only goal. And that was it. That was his only goal he scored, wasn't it, if I remember? So yeah, it wasn't great, to be honest. But yeah, you got into quite a lot, didn't I? Ben McCarthy, Arbelow is an interesting one, isn't it? Because he stayed for 3 months. So it'd be interesting to find out. Feckett. What about Felipe Anderson and Haller? Even Yarmolenko could be getting. No, I don't slag off current players. Haller maybe. But I wouldn't even slag him off because I think he's a good player. He's smashing up in the Dutch league, and so he just didn't play system, did he? I think it's where there's a story involved. So obviously the whole thing with Boogers was, the accusation was that he wasn't. This is a bit spoiler for the video, really. There's an accusation that he wasn't scouted properly, and in fact, he was only just scouted by the fact that Harry had seen a videotape that someone basically threw under his nose. And that's true. I'd say. Harry admits it himself eventually. And in fact, one of the has just left. Joe just texted me that old Tommy the mattress man has just left the cafe. There we go. Because he eats there. But yeah, he had, and if he was scouted properly, he had a underlying knee problem, which would come up quite a lot. Luis Belmorte. He did all right, didn't he? He did all right. He played a lot of games for us, really. Sasarilic, great shout. Ayew, Simon Webster, although he went into PE, it wasn't his fault. That wasn't that was obviously Julian Dix injuring him, wasn't it? Really, Burrell. I liked Burrell. I like Pablo Burrell. There was something about that guy. Jesting actually released a book a few back that Bugos was shite. Yeah, he only played 4 games. People forget after that. Again, this is basically going to be the video. So it is. Bugos played 4 games. He played. He came on and made his debut. I can't think it was against Villa. No, he played against Villa. It was Leeds, first game of the season. Then the second game was a Man United game where he got sent off. And then he was suspended for 4 games. Then he came back and he made 2 more appearances. People forget about his 2 appearances against Villa and Blackburn. And then his knee injury, and then he went back, and his kid was born, and so they loaded him to some Dutch teams, and that was hardly it, to be honest. Videotape scouting wasn't that good. They weren't there 14th. They were the same. We were 14 that previous season as well. Yeah, it wouldn't be like to have an unauthorized had to have Saga, but I mean, he did. Yeah, fair play. What we do? Good shout, Gary. Morto's one of the worst. The worst player I ever saw at the bowling was Lee. Very good. Almost said it. You almost got me, Phil. Almost. Chicharito. He wasn't bad. Never buy a player on the back of 2 World Cup. World Cup hardly ever works. Winston Reed. Don't forget. Choose a biscuit from my picture, please. I can't see it, so I'm just going to say custard cream. Thanks, Phil. Didn't you have Diego? We did. We had a raft of those players. We had Diego Tristan, David Di Michele, Ilian. We had Guillermo Franco. We had Luis Jimenez. We had all these players who came in for a little bit and sort of went, and that was it. They were done. Chicharito was great, Peach. Byram, great shout. Enner Valencia was a World Cup one. He was a World Cup one. He certainly was a World Cup one. Winston Reed was as well. We beat Berry 10-0 and signed Bill Green. Was it Paul Hilton, wasn't it? Paul Hilton we signed. So yes. But even what's name? Even we interviewed Bobby Ferguson. He played. They'd already signed him, and then he played in a pre-season friendly against West Ham when he was playing for Hibernian. Had an absolute shocker. Yeah, things like that happened, didn't they? It's like Zaza, isn't it? Didn't he score against us at that Juventus game? Afternoon sign. It's Friday indeed. Guillermo was a good player. I liked him. I liked Guillermo Franco. I think he's great. I hope to get him on the channel soon. He's really cool. Really cool guy. We should have next week 2 because we haven't run out. I know Kent loves his ex-Hammer 11s. We haven't had one for this week, and I do apologise. We've got 2 next week lined up. One will be on Monday. We'll come out Monday afternoon, and the other will probably come out next weekend. The following week, Gooden. We got good in that following week on the Monday, so that'll come out on the Tuesday. I think it's the 13th or 14th that'll come up. That's a good one. It's someone I'm happy we got. And we got loads lined up coming on. Rat, no, not Razvan Rat. You cannot criticize Razvan Rat, the man who basically made a West Ham career because he wore a West Ham onesie. That's basically it. It's not Matty Rush. Honestly, the amount of times I've texted Matty. It's not Matty Rush, but I'm trying with Matt. He will eventually answer my texts. I've got loads of people like badgering him. We'll get there eventually. Can Avon Grant be one? No. Lunch today for Simon. Homemade? Oh, homemade from the bakery. You missed my call from Mrs. Budden. She's at the cafe and she's bringing me lunch. Hello, someone's doing well. It's because she's going out tonight. That's why. She's trying to be all nice. She's going to the dogs with some girlfriends today, so that's why she's being nice. BLT roll from bakery. He took the mic when I ordered a roll, asking where's the chip. Yeah, but that's like me. That's like me and the kebab. I mean, my thing. That's like me and my kebab. Like we're not having it tonight. I don't think. Tomorrow we're up London, up the smoke. And so we'll probably kebab Sunday. And I phone them up, and people they go, "It's not Friday, Russ." I'm fully aware of the date. I know it's been days change and my weeks have gone, but still. Signed from Hibernian. Very good, mate. Was awful. Was he awful, Mr. Pugh? There we go. Gorkan Torre, good shout. Yes, she's buttering me up. That's what I mean. Gorkan Torre, Kieran Dyer, Bernard Lamar. Nice. I liked Bernard Lamar. I wish he'd played for us a lot longer, but he literally went on loan for us just to get back into the French squad for the World Cup, which he did. My abiding memory of Bernard Lamar, of every time he played for us, particularly at home, he would never, I don't think he ever showered after the game. He literally put his tracksuit on and jumped in the car and then was off. And he'd always get stuck in the pedestrian traffic outside, the crowd traffic outside Green Street, literally outside. And so they couldn't get anywhere. Yeah. I had a good dinner last night. Sea buns and sides. Good on you. Sounds a nice one, mate. Good day, Wally. Good day to you. Who was the winger we signed and played him at right back, and then he went on to Julien Faubert. Julien Faubert, indeed. Valley, I love Julian. He was again blighted by injury. I felt really sorry for him. Jose Fonte, great shot. I was really excited when he was signing because he obviously was such a good player at Southampton. But yeah, Carl Fletcher wasn't a bad player. James, he did a job for us. What do you keep looking at beyond the camera? Maybe I'm just not looking at the camera properly today. Maybe I'm not. Maybe if there, my emails are there, so I'm looking at emails coming through from work. But there, I'm just not looking at the camera. It's a very small camera, you see, these webcams. So if you don't look at it properly, it looks like you're a little bit off. I do apologise, Pete. Maybe I just won't look at the camera anyway. What about the crack shoot? Oh yes, Kerala. It was at Crystal Palace, and he signed for us. Played on loan for us, didn't he? How's the pool? Simon, I shouldn't have bothered filling it up. Look, absolutely pissed it down. I should literally have just left it there. Absolutely pissed it down. It took me 5 hours to fill the pool up yesterday, and I got set it all up, put the sand filter in, put the heater in, all sorted, and it's absolutely pissing it down today. So I do apologise for anyone's bad weather. John Radford, and that's someone I would like to find out more about. So I'm going to have a look at that John Radford one. I like Jose Font. He's gone to show how quality he is. He's done well for the French team. I can't remember what it was. Carl Fletcher, especially when he scored against Spurs. Indeed, Yanniv Kaitan. I liked Yanniv Kaitan. It was a sort of a raft of Israeli-based players, didn't we? We had Yanniv Kaitan. Obviously, there was Ben Ayoun we had playing. We had Tal Ben Haim playing. We had obviously Berkovic that played for us beforehand. Yeah, brilliant. Not a bad play, it's a bad signing. Oh, okay. Oh, it's the emails. The emails. So if I'm looking here, my emails are there. So that's why. I think it was the fact that Bit couldn't manage defensive players like Fonte. It was Fonte and Arbeloa, wasn't it, as well? Who famously joined us and then buggered off after about 3 months because we weren't Real Madrid. Jimmy Adia. He was here. He's there. He's every Adia. Again, Marco Buca's turned me down for an interview, and so did Jeremy as well, because he didn't enjoy his time at West Ham, and he was quite open about that to me. So fair play. Almunia, yes, fourth wall indeed. Kiral, that's it. Kiral, that's his name. Perez. What we got here? Hammer. Indeed. You need a tour of the rust. Now you're basically part of the. Well, this isn't the house. This is the summer room. This is the summer room. This is not the house. This is the summer room. And so yeah. Sexy Dexy, how's your day been? It's been very well, matey. Thank you very much. Do you like the Hammers? I do. This is a West Ham fan channel. And actually, we're talking a bit too much about football for my liking. Sorry, the rain is back. It is literally, Wally. We've had beautiful sunshine. It was almost too hot the other day. Yesterday, and then as soon as that pool's gone up, that's it. It's pissing down. Sanchez, indeed. Also, I want to do another little. We'll do it there. What crisps has Russ got today? What crisps have I got today? As always, let me just see if Irons United are doing anything. Nothing yet. But they did. I think still did about 6 o'clock yesterday. When did I pick Joe up? Half six. Summer room must be on the same wages as Moyes, or just it was up for, or we just remortgaged the house. Either or. Monster Munch? No, it's not Monster Munch today. Have you approached Thomas De Hammer? I have approached him, but I'm going to approach Stuttgart as well because he's director of football at Stuttgart, isn't it? So sometimes you go to the organ grinder rather than the monkey. Sometimes the golf course needs a rain. We have club championship this weekend. Well, thanks. I'm glad. I'm glad there's as Wally would say, my grass needed it, but it's AstroTurf. Sylvia Squares. No, Russ is in his summer palace. Unbelievable. Irons United is at 1:30. Well, it hasn't turned up on the board yet, Jake. They haven't booked it in yet, so it's So obviously you're on at 1:30 then, by the looks of it. McCoy's no, Quavers no. Walker's Max no, Mini Cheddars no, Crisps, 3D Doritos no. I'm going to quickly. I forgot. It's Funday Friday, isn't it? There's the link if anyone wants to chat. Feel free. Mini cheddars. I'd love to see Ben. I'm a big fan of Benny Cab. Do you know what? I put my list of people I want to buy. Benny Cab's on there, and then X came out yesterday and said we're looking at him. I like Benny Cab. I think he's great. We've got some interesting names come up on the old. I mean, this is not a running total, but I sort of take a bit of a. So the new ones on here, Corella from Lazio. I saw him being linked with us today. You got the young lad Pierre Akwan Imibi from Chelsea, sort of midfielder. Andre Mbaba. What have we got here? Lambourd has come back out from Montpellier. We got Carl Larin from Besiktas. He's Canadian. And Milakovic from Fiorentina has come back out again. There's us and them. I took out the Sanchez link. Every day we're bringing out new ones, so we'll see what it is. I like Corella. I think Corella's good. Right. So speaking of people, let's bring in Jake.
How are you, Raf?
All right. Back to school tomorrow.
I know. The week's gone too only 5 of these on, and I'm back to school anyway. Discussing Korea at half past.
Well, there we go. Very good. I can hear myself. I can hear myself talking on your thing. You haven't got your headphones in. What's going on?
Oh, phone's in. Hang on.
You can't get this. Honestly, it's gone all to pop now. It's been away.
Right. What about?
That's better.
All right.
So you're going to talk about Corella at 1:30.
Yes, with Anton.
Fantastic. I look forward to that. That'd be good. I look forward to that. 1:30. So Irons United on 1:30. They're talking about Corella amongst others. And Pete is a massive Serie A fan. So if he says he's brilliant, then he's brilliant. I can still hear myself 20 times.
Oh, I could.
Something's going on. Anyway. Prepare yourself for 1:30, mate.
Yeah.
Get it all set up.
I will.
And then
it's all set up. I think Anton set it up.
Oh, okay. I'll just check. No, he hasn't. Not yet.
Is he not?
Not yet. So unprofessional.
I know.
So unprofessional. Anyway, I'm gonna get Carly. Right, you go and get every lunch so you're ready by 1:30. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye. Yes, Carl. How are you doing, man?
I am good. How are you, Russ?
I'm all right. You in bed?
Of course, enjoying the weather through the window. It's very warm out.
Oh, not
It's
here.
very warm in here as well, actually.
Is it? Oh, hello. None of that. It's a family show.
Oh, it's class. Some good weather. We're going out to play some football just for a bit of
Nice.
fun, and then first actual official football match of the season is on Monday at 2:00. It's at our bank holiday is this Monday, so have it then. Pubs open in the evening. It's going to be some life over here now.
That sounds like carnage to me. It sounds like absolute carnage.
Win, lose or draw. It's a
Win or
final
lose.
we've been waiting 6 months for. We made it to the final last season and it never got played because of everything, lockdowns and all. So now we have it 6 months later. We're all so fine and fit after our 6 month break.
Definitely. Win or lose, you're always on the booze.
Yeah, exactly. We'll be in the pub for sure.
Indeed.
I actually got my mug yesterday, Russ. It finally arrived.
Told you.
I'll bring that in. I'll just say I'll just top that up for me. I'll tell that to John in the pub.
Yes, just put it on the pub. Like when at some pubs, like the old pubs, you always get the people bring their own tankers. You could just have yours there. And just fill it up. Just fill it up.
Exactly.
Just fill it up. Yeah, very
enjoy
good.
it.
Indeed, man. Well, you better get all ready for your game. You've got a few days left to get back for the big fight, big game. So yeah,
I'm lying in my bed in my gear because we're just doing a little training game. I'll be leaving here at 2:10 or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Kind of half
Oh,
asleep.
that's okay. So at least you can go on
Okay.
and watch Iron United at 1:30. So that's okay.
Yes, exactly. I'll make it.
It's all good. It's all good in the hood. Well, bud,
Yeah,
I've got some more people. But anyway, I will speak to you next
Cheers,
week.
Russ.
And let us know
Well,
how the
I'll
game
talk to you
goes,
next
man.
week.
Cheers,
Grand.
bud. See
Talk
ya.
to you then.
Bye. Well, we got weather watch through the square window, indeed. Rather lots of you got it. You got it, Stu. And they're not my favourites. But it's been a bit rainy, so I haven't been to the shop. So raided the cupboard. They're Flo's favourites. So well done. Oh, there, that was fun. A bit anticlimactic, to be honest. Let's bring in our Serie A correspondent, Pete and Paul.
What is happening? How you guys
yes,
doing?
Pete. How you doing, my man?
I am well, back healthy again. Thank
Good.
God. Oh, thank God. Honestly, you'll be amazed by what you can't do when you've got piles. Let's put it that way. Oh, but now I'm back on pole now. So
back on pole.
Yeah.
Because you can't with piles, you can't sit on that pole.
No, you can't. No, of course not. Of course not.
Did you have like the rubber ring?
The rubber ring?
Yeah, so some people have like some people sit on a rubber ring if it's really bad.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't do that. I had a lot of fiber, let's put it that way. Just to make things a bit easier. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Eventually, yeah.
Yeah. How you been though? You been good?
Yeah, we're good, man. We're good. Yeah, we're not too bad actually. It's it's sort of weird, isn't it, now? Because it's this sort of weird, sort of closed season where you still got the Euros to come, and that's still like, that we've got to wait for that, and then you got the Euro, and it's just like, I'm in this sort of weird stasis, and we are at the moment because technically Moyes hasn't signed his contract yet, so we don't know if he's going to be our manager. So we're like, we're going to sign all these guys from Serie A. We might have a manager yet. We don't know, but I'm pretty sure he's not signing.
I mean, those two players you're linked with are pretty good. I mean, Correa and the one from Fiorentina, Melin.
Yeah, I think he's available. I think it's available on a free. I think we were last year. We were trying to buy him, and then they wanted too much money. But I think he's on the free. I think it's us and a couple of other teams in for him. So we've been linked to him before. Correa, I just don't know whether he'll fit in the team. You know what I mean? It's like, but again, it's silly season, isn't it? It's like any striker we get linked with,
he could be like Anderson, but it depends. It just depends. Like I think it depends on how you play. Like who's the team going to be played through? Because I think some teams have lost that now, and I feel like everybody can have great talent, but then it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to play fantastic football. So, shout out to Wally. Thank you very much.
Not pilots. Yeah. Pilots are terrible. Pilots they fly you all over the place.
They save our lives.
Exactly. Oh, you got another subscriber, Jude. Subscribe to you, Pete.
Oh, big up, Jude. What's going on, man? Yeah, man. I've just actually put out a video yesterday, previewing the Grand Prix this weekend in Baku.
Baku would be a good one.
Looking forward to that this weekend, so that should be fun. But that's the thing. Formula One's keeping me occupied. When the football season's off, Formula One is just a good drug.
Yeah, no, it is, and because I used to quite like it when the football was on, and like you had the qualifiers on Saturdays or the race, because you'd watch it when we watched, because obviously the game kicks off, but before then you got 4 hours to kill, and usually there's a race on, so we put that on, so it was usually quite fun. I used to quite enjoyed that, but no, it's starting to hot up a little bit in the F1 now. I know this is a football channel, but it is starting to.
I think there's more competition. So I think this year with Max being as good as he has been, it's actually giving people more of a chance to talk about. And then Drive to Survive only helped because tons of fans came from that and have now joined the sport, trying to work out. It's like a series for them. So it's really cool. It's really, really good.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
Huge.
I mean, we worked with one of my clients is F1, and so we did some stuff, some work around Drive to Survive, the second series or the first series, like to get their reactions when they're talking about what's good about to improve for the second series, and it's very interesting, very interesting. But I think I mean Verstappen and Hamilton, neck and neck basically. One of them, and come on, Lando.
Oh, Lando's honestly, his growth this year has been unbelievable. If he gets the right car, he will be world champion one day for sure. He's that good. He's that good.
Yeah.
He's
No,
that
I
good.
think so, man. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool, man.
Where's West Ham finishing next season? What's the minimum?
10th minimum.
10th.
Yeah,
okay.
and that sounds weird, but usually we're about 13th. So progress for me would be a boring Premier League season next season. Obviously, I would love to get like 6th or 7th. I think that's a little bit of like an anomaly. I think not an anomaly, but it's going to be. I think a lot of the teams around us and below us, like yourselves, are going. Are going to be strengthening.
Get your digs in while you can.
Get in there while I can. And Spurs and all these sort of small North London clubs. It's they're all going to be improving, and so it's going to be a real tough one next year. Always happens. Like obviously, when Leicester won the Premier League, and then next season. Everyone spent a shitload of money to say, well, this can't happen again. Now, like you got obviously the top 4 is the top 4, but like then in the next 5 and 6 is Leicester and us. They're not, people are going, we're not going to have this, like the greedy 6. They're going to put more money in, and so it's going to be a really competitive league. I was worried about Everton, but now I'm not worried about Everton next season because I think they're back to zero, back to scratch again. Really.
Yeah. Ancelotti leaving was quite you can understand it, but it was a bit. Well, I got an Everton fan as a friend, and he was like, it was just too good to be true. Like the 1 year we've got a top manager, we can't even be in the ground, and then he goes by the time we can come back. And I was like, fair enough. What about Europa? Last 16? Are you hoping to get at least there?
Yeah, I think. I'd like us to although we won't be seeded because we're not haven't been in Europe much, so we won't be seeded. So we'll have to play some big boys in big boys, so to speak, in the group stages. If we go out the group stages, I'll be happy with that. I'll be happy with that.
That'll be a good result.
We don't have to qualify, which is great. So we can just sort of, we can just we're in the groups already, which is really cool. What's your channel, Pete? Wally's asked.
My YouTube channel is Peter on Pole. Literally,
there we go.
As
Make sure you put pole in, not piles.
Yeah, just don't put piles in. Yeah, don't do that.
It's all done. It's all the creams. It's all sorted now. But yeah,
I'm good to go.
Good, literally good to go. Literally good to go. Whatever. No worries indeed. What we got? Thoughts on Jude's a Villa fan. Thoughts on Villa and Arsenal battling out from Buendia.
Yeah, I saw that today, and I don't believe even Arsenal are probably linked with him. You got to take things with a pinch of salt. Villa might only do it because if Grealish might be on the move, but other than that, why would they be looking for him as well? So it's a bit strange. Whether it's to replace Barkley, I don't know, but. The Buendia one's strange. I hear they're talking about 30-40 million.
Seems like that, doesn't it?
It's a lot of money. So I don't know. The thoughts on us two battling it out. Look, when you're we're trying to get as many players as we can. I don't know. I'm more concerned about Basuma. I need that central midfield position sorted out first, and then worry about up top. I mean, this is what annoys me about getting rid of Ozil. And then bringing in Odegaard, because it was like we needed a creative player. So why did you get rid? Reece Nelson should be getting more game time as well. And there's so many players. We've got quite an inflated squad, and with no Europe now, it's even bigger. So
that's the thing. Yeah,
we need to get rid of some players before we can bring any in.
Yeah, that's a good point, man. That's a good point. It's going to be interesting. I mean, the fact is, I think that the teams who have got a manager at the moment need to capitalise on that fact, because there's some teams without managers at the moment, and so you could get some really good quick, particularly before the Euros as well.
That's so true.
Get in there, get these signings done before their value goes up by 5-10 million, and all the other ones are floundering because they haven't got a manager. So,
can we talk off camera about Souček? Because I want to see if I can get a cheeky bid in there for him at least, and
honestly, I'll be perfectly honest. He's a great player. I don't think it'd work in for Arsenal.
You don't think so?
No, I don't. Honestly, I think if you have to have. I think the teams where he'd work for are the teams where there's a natural aerial threat all the time. Lots of balls going into the box.
Yeah,
he's not and I'm not warding him off you. Well, I am, but I'm not. He doesn't do he won't do a 30-yard raking pass. He won't go on a mazy dribbling run. He's just got a knack of getting into the box, and he's a warhorse. He'll just keep going. And he's a bit like Fellaini, to be honest. That is literally, people jokingly say it, but in my opinion, that's what he's like. So, for a lot of teams, it wouldn't suit. So, because Arsenal play a lot of football, he wouldn't give anything extra. If that makes sense.
I will say that when Rice was injured, he did get a bit exposed a bit more. We had, I think there was more of a demand of him, and yet he couldn't necessarily live up to that. But him and Partey in the midfield, I mean, you never know. That could actually, maybe, but no, it's not going to happen, is it?
Nice
and you're going to charge us like 60 or something like that.
At least. He's a bit like Tim Cahill. That's a great shout, Carl. That's exactly what he's a bit like Tim Cahill. So you wouldn't get that necessarily that sort of attacking proud, but he'll always get a goal. All
I mean, you lot due us some players. We've given you loads. Give us something. Give us anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
I think Crystal Palace owe us Zaha, the amount of players we've given them their way. Tompkins and people like that. I think Chiarte. I'll just give us Zaha. That'll do. Right. I've got to bring Peach on, so I'll see you later, man.
Take care.
See you speaking to her. Look at him. Where is he?
It's summertime, dog. It is summertime.
Summertime.
It's like honestly, bro, I had to come down by the lake because it's like 30 degrees up in this shit, man. It's beautiful, man.
Oh,
finally.
Finally.
Oh, my days, man. Bruh.
Yes.
Your minimum is 10?
Minimum of what?
Pardon me?
Minimum of what? Oh, 10th. Oh, 10th
where
in the
we
league.
finished?
Yeah. My minimum. I think that's my absolute minimum.
No.
That's what I think.
No, our minimum should be like 6.
I mean, I didn't say that's where I'd like to be. I said the minimum. So it's like, because I think actually, if you look at the table, between sort of 7th and 10th, there wasn't many points, and even between us and 4th, there was only 2 points. So it was so one good last game of the season, that table could have changed quite rapidly. So that's why I think 10th was like, we need to be in that top half. That's but continually now for the now and the foreseeable future, we need to be in that top half to be seen as progressing within our team.
I agree. Like 10th would be like an upgrade on what we're used to.
Yeah,
but I think we got to push ourselves.
Yeah. Well, I think when this year, clearly, the benchmark they were looking at was 13th based on Moyes'. Yeah. So now it's just so I don't, and I want us to do it gradually. I don't want us to do this massive step change. We tried it with Pellegrini and it didn't work. So, for next season, I think Moyes should be okay. Well, 10th is your minimum, and then maybe the season after that it should be 8th, and just like gradually, like have this sort of gradual process. Otherwise, we just go. And then we'll have a great season this season, and next season we'll finish 16th. What is the point of this season then? Do you know what I mean? That's why I just want to build something now with this team.
No,
build something for us.
It meant like learn how to crawl before you walk type of thing.
Yeah,
so like when me and you did like the Hammers 11, you were like Moyes is building a structure from the bottom up. So no, it makes sense. I wouldn't frown it, man. But I think if Golden Sullivan, I'm not even going to say the B word. If Golden Sullivan, like, can put their arms in their long pockets and actually back Moyes, we might be well surprised, man.
Yeah, we could do. And I think we've got the foundations to do that. Definitely. It's just increasing the size of the squad now. So it is a case of just getting more people in, more bodies in, but good bodies, not just bodies, just for body's sake, but getting some quality, but a number of quality players in, just to pad this squad out now because it needs padding out. It's very thin. The 11's great, but once you get a couple of injuries, we're bugger. So yeah.
No, 100. We don't want no antibodies.
Indeed, my friend.
And
also, we do have the Europa League as well to keep us busy as well. So that's there's extra games in it for us as well, which I'm slightly hesitant. That's why I thought 10th was, if we had like a good Europa and a 10th and maybe a cup run, That's a great season.
No, it is, man. And with the Euros coming up, we'll get to see a bit more of this Crawl, Alex Crawl guy. I want to see more of Jesse Lingard. I don't know why he got shot. I think that's just ridiculous. Man. And like, was it in the stars that like Alexander Arnold, Mr. Number 66, got injured? Like, so Lingard can come in.
So true.
I don't know, man. I don't know how you got rid of the igloo. How was Flo's birthday?
She had a lovely birthday. Thank you, Pete. She had a lovely birthday, and it was a good birthday weekend. Really, she had the whole weekend almost. So yeah, we went out Friday, and we had Saturday, and then we had Sunday as well. So yeah, she's done all right. She's done all right with herself this birthday. And it's all gone. The igloo's gone. So yeah.
And then it's Russ and Flo night tonight because Mrs. Buttons out with her friends.
She is.
And you got a chicken wrap on the way.
Loving life at the moment, Peach. Although it hasn't arrived yet, so.
And then you got to come back tonight, dog.
No, I think we're going to do kebab. I think we're going to do the kebab on Sunday, so we might do Nando's. Okay. Might do Nando's tonight. I don't know. Or
what do you get at Nando's? What do you get at Nando's?
I get a double chicken pitta, so double chicken breast pitta, medium heat.
Yep.
With peri fries and usually some halloumi.
Yes. And you gotta have like the corn they do that they grill on the grill. Well, of course they grill it on the grill. I love the corn there too, man.
Yeah, I know. It's a cool place. I think it's a little bit expensive for what it is. But it tastes good. So you sort of take the good with the bad, man.
How much does that run you back? Because like here it's like I'd say it's like the spicy fries or peri fries, whatever, and one of those wraps, I'd say it'd be around like maybe $12 to $15, but that would be like around $7 to $8.
Yeah, it'd be a little bit more than that. I reckon it'll be. I wouldn't know, to be honest. I mean, usually even me, Joe, and me, Flo, and Joe do ours. You're looking at about £40 for the three of us.
What?
Yeah. That's like 3 adult meals. So Flo has an adult meal. She's not, but yeah. But get some kind of it. Is Curse Carson is expensive for chicken and chips. It is, and no fish, Luke. I don't like fish. I know it was straight for Nando's.
No,
Pete goes for 4 or 5 minutes. Nice. Right, my buddy. So it looks
how was your Pizza Express? Just before I go, how was your Pizza Express?
It was very nice. Pizza Express is all right, isn't it? It was very nice. It was very good. It was very good. I had a calabrese.
What, you got a calabrese?
Yes.
I was gonna wear the same shirt as Jake today. That was funny. He had the red Asian top on. But it's summer here, so I was like, "Yo, I'm dressing up like I'm on Love Island, man. I know business." Russ, you're a legend, guy. You have a beautiful day.
You have a beautiful day. Look at that. It looks beautiful. It looks beautiful, there, man.
Oh, it's lovely, man. It's like,
good on you, man.
Yo, it's heaven up in here right now, man. Like, we suffer from like the freezing cold and everything, but when this weather comes, I'm dealing with it, man.
Oh, indeed, man, indeed. And everyone, don't forget to subscribe to West Ham Random, the YouTube channel.
Oh,
it's good fun.
Yo, you have been so supportive, and young Jake has been so supportive. Thank you guys so much, man, because we just go on there and have a laugh. That's it. That's it.
Exactly. It's a laugh. It's a laugh, man.
Yeah.
That's what it's just to watch Frankel just go into one. It's worth it.
Thank you so much, man.
All right then, mate. You take care, my man. Take care, buddy.
All right, you too. Bye-bye to everybody.
See you later, Peach, man. There was the Peach stuff. It wouldn't be a Friday fun day without Peach coming and saying hello, is it? And he looked good, man. He looked like really, well, you couldn't see much, but it looked like a nice day. And as he said, he does always get bloody snow at that place. Anyway, just quickly going over what we got tonight. And yesterday we had Alex's Outside the Bubble. Make sure you check that out. It's a really good episode. Lovely bloke. And we've got another lovely bloke, got Jude. You see him in the chat quite a bit today, Jude Ashton. Aston, obviously, an Aston Villa fan, naturally, with the name Aston. You're not going to support Birmingham City. Oh, yeah, sorry. So that's the evil one, isn't it? So we do a great, really interesting journey in terms of, I mean, it's called Jude's Journey. That's his channel, but it's really interesting. So make sure you check it out. Interview some amazing people like Gazza and Stephen Gerrard and people like that. Really incredible. And then tomorrow we've got another episode of Noble Era, episode S. Our longest episode. I believe we've only got three more episodes of that to come until the end of next season, when we'll do the mop up of the people who we've played with in his 18th season. And then on Sunday we've got the first of the new series, Hammers in Hot Water, where we look at the curious tale of Savio and find out all about. So you can find all about what a strange transfer and a strange young man. He's still young. He's only 31 now. But yeah, make sure you check that out. As always, we've got the guys over in Irons United. Jake's told me 1:30, although it hasn't popped up on the screen yet, but it will do. 1:30, they'll be talking about Carrera, who we've already spoken about. Sorry. It's a trouble, isn't it? So we're talking about in a lot more depth. And as Pete said, some good Serie A players we've been linked with today, which is great. And Lucius had a curry. Who knows their onions, those chaps? Just have a curry. Oh, indeed. Oh, just have a curry. So I know what you mean. I thought you just had one. I thought that's not bad. That's always Kent's level of dinner. Fair play to you. Cheese Carl. Yeah. Obviously, yeah. James Collins does. He's skipper. Savio went a bit mad. Wait and see on Sunday how mad he actually went and what he did. Yeah, he's interesting. We'll just say it's interesting. A glittered career, a nomadic career. Let's say that in terms of the teams he's played with, all over the world. But anyway, hope everyone has a great rest of the Friday. Hope everyone's a lovely weekend. Hopefully the weather improves. Indeed, I always leave you leaving on a cliffhanger. Always. So take care, everyone. Stay safe. Wash those hands. Get those jab appointments when you get your jabs. Andy's had his jab. I know Andy's had his first jab as well. Well done. Congratulations. Come on, you Irons. And I'll speak to you all on Monday. Take care, everyone. Have a great weekend. Pleasure as always. Bye-bye.